and it's absolutely powerful that our club, 50 years on, should have memories about our match and our games and the things we did at our time. I'm always astounded by the fact that as the years go on, things tend to be added to and bigger and better and greater and hairier as the years go on. I was coming in here earlier and somebody said to me, shook hands with me, and they said to you, "Are you one of these celebrity tonight? You a celebrity horror tonight?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a horror alright, yeah, a horror of the team, but I don't know about celebrity." Well, she says to me, you're a celebrity. And it reminded me of the story of the golf match where Paddy Harrington was playing with Neil Tobin in one of these pro-ams. You know these pro-ams where a celebrity plays with a good golfer. And this chap, about 14 years of age, was caddying for them. And he didn't know either of them, and he didn't know what their skills were. And when the match was over, anyway, but he was watching what was happening. And when the match was over, he cycled up to Tobin and he said to him, "Are you a celebrity? You a celebrity?" He says, well, yeah, I probably am, yeah. I was thinking so much," he says, "because you're useless to play golf." So here we are tonight, the team of 66 celebrities. And I suppose that most of you here, maybe all of you here, hardly anybody saw us hurling. So you don't know whether there were any pretty good or bad or not. We can tell you any old story we like. But I'd say this, if you want to get the definitive story about the 1966 team, you want to talk to somebody who is old, who has a lot of knowledge, and a good memory, and can tell a hairy old story. And we have appointed somebody to represent us on that front. And he's my colleague and a great friend, Paddy Whelan. So, if you want to get the rundown on the 66 team, just talk to Paddy. Personally, my own memory is not good about the ebbs and flows of the games at that time. But I do remember that 1966 is a good time to be hurling, it's a good time to be part of the club, it's a good time to be alive in the parish. Things were very different. We didn't have a hurling field within the club. We depended on the goodwill and the charity, you could say, of people like LT's father and others who left their fields at our disposal at little or no cost, and perhaps with no great emphasis on the necessity for insurance or for the other technical data that can occur today. I think we should make reference to these people and say to them they were really good people and they helped the club immensely as the years went on. I mentioned that things were very different. There was no one hurling wall in the parish at that time. Believe it or not, there wasn't one hurling wall. But everybody had a hurling wall at home, which was the gable end of the house. Or it was the lean-to on the side of the shed. And all of us, I think, spend hours and hours taking the ball against the wall, watching it come back, abounding on it, all of that. So this was the method by which we developed skills. I don't know, were we as fit as the current bunch? But I do think that in our training sessions that we enjoyed great camaraderie, great competition, and at times a bit of flailing taking place in our own backfield that was just as hard as would happen in any championship match. So in one sense, we were well trained, and in another sense, we were poorly trained. I think that we developed a great camaraderie between ourselves within the parish. I think it was a friendly time, if you like, to be hurling. And I think that overall, when we look back on it, we'll see that we were part of a great time and a great club. I think the club at this particular stage is development. That it's good for us to look back and say that we were a link in the chain of what has now come about. This club is probably at the peak of its development just at this moment in time. I suppose in terms of facilities within the club, in terms of environment of people in the club, in terms of organisation in the club, and in terms of the way our people have rose above our own club and are now participating at the highest level in the county. In the name of Michael Burke as chairperson of the county, Michael Ryan, manager of the county senior hurling team, James Barry participating with the county team, and all our young people who are coming along and obviously will take their place at county level. So when we can do things for our own club and spare the top people we have for to go outside our club, participate at county level, it's a great sign of what we are, of where we're going and what we're doing. I'd like to say one thing about the club, and I'd like to encourage people who are here tonight to participate and bring your experience of administering within the club to groups and volunteer groups outside of the club. Because a lot of our people, when we go through organisation of the club, we develop a huge amount of experience in administration. We develop a huge amount of experience in how to get things done. And this parish has an awful lot of volunteer groups active at the moment. But there is no reason why, as we go into the future, that we can participate at the highest level in not only sport, but in the other disciplines and other projects that will arise from time to time and make this parish a better parish in the years to come. I would like to thank again the club for thinking about us. It's a great night, it's an enjoyable night, and it's good for us to be part of this. So I'd like to thank the club and all of the people party to it. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much for those words, Colin. I'm going to ask you now to stay with us to present some hard-earned medals, and we'll call now on Richie Ryan, our social and cultural